dumbbell swing to a vertical squat. Great exercise to strengthen and stabilize your lower body muscle groups and a great stability exercise for the core. So here's how we do it. So you need 2 dumbbells for this. You may start with the lowest setting first, and then as you progress you can go on to higher weights. So here's how we do it. So hold both dumbbells towards the side of the hip like this. They needs to be in a hammer grip position. So palms are facing inwards. Hold a very tight grip against it. Now with the legs, take position for the squats. So for me the squat position is feet is a little bit wider than the hip. Turn the feet outwards around 5 degrees. Now from this position I'm going to get some play in the shoulders. Keep the elbows completely straight. Now you'll have to swing the dumbbells up straight above your head. Keep the elbows completely straight. Maintain this position. Now from here you'll have to maintain this position, brace the core, maintain the spine in the neutral position itself, hinge the hip back, squat down as far as you can, slowly come up and then allow the dumbbells to go back into the starting position. So let it swing, bring it back up, squat, repeat. Modified 5-second world's best stretch. Great exercise to work as a static stretch for your glutes, hamstrings, your hip flexors and the core muscle groups, and a great core stability exercise. So this is how you do it. Palms are placed shoulder width apart, step back, maintain the body in a straight line, the feet are hip width apart. Now from this position you just have to take a big step forward as far as you can. Okay, now put some body weight against it. You should feel the stretch in the glutes and the hamstring, and the opposite leg you should feel it in the hip flexors. Okay, that part very close to the hip. Now from here what you do is just reach out with the same side of the hand. So right leg is in the front, reach out with the left hand. Okay, reach out and you'll have to feel some stretch happening here in the core muscle groups, and then you'll have to hold it for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you place your hands back against the ground, step back, do it for the opposite side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. So make sure to put some body weight against the glutes and the hip flexors. Make sure that they are in a stretch state throughout the 5 seconds. Child's pose to a sit-up. Great dynamic flexibility exercises for your hips, knees, your ankle, all the muscle in the upper, mid and the lower back muscle groups, and good amount of core stability. So this is how you do it. So start with the regular position for the child's pose. Okay, so I'm going to keep my knees hip width apart. I'm going to keep my toes stretched, sit back against it, bend forward, palms are facing towards the floor. Now from here all I'm going to do is just get up like this, but keep the hands in the exact same position. You do not move the shoulders. It comes up as part of your back extending up. Now from here you just hinge the hip back, slowly go back into the end position of the child's pose. That's it. Reverse butterflies. Great exercise to stretch the internal rotators of the hip and the surrounding connective tissues. So this is how we do it. So you need to sit back on the floor, okay, and get your feet in contact with each other like this. Okay, so pull them in as far as you can. Okay, now from this position I want you to grab the part that is above the ankle with both the hands. Now from here you should be able to place your elbows against the thighs. Okay, and with the help of the elbows you'll have to push them towards the ground like this. Okay, so this is not a static stretch, this is a dynamic stretch. So you push them and then you'll have to release it. Okay, so press them down and then release. If you're unable to get the elbows to touch the thighs, you may choose to hold the hands up a little bit higher. Now this will make it much more easier. Okay, so you press them towards the ground and then release it. Try to keep your back as upright as possible. Wall push-ups. Very simple exercise for beginners to start with the basic level of the push-up to strengthen their chest and to improve the coordination between the chest and the shoulders and the triceps muscle groups. So this is how you do it. So first thing what you do is just stand close to the wall. Okay, stand close to the wall and then place your hands a little bit wider than the shoulders. Okay, hands are placed a little bit wider than the shoulders, and then adjust it a little bit below the shoulder level, just slightly below the shoulder, not too low. Okay, now from this position, what I want you to do is step back. Take one step back like this. Take one step back and keep the feet fully flatly placed against the ground. Now this is at the end range of the push-up. Now this is where you breathe out and push yourself away from the wall. Okay, so breathe out and push yourself away from the wall like this, and go back to the starting position. Make sure the elbows are not completely close to the body, but they are very slightly away from it. Neither are they too close to the shoulders. Okay, so the elbows are slightly away from the body. That's about it. The motion should feel very smooth and natural to you, so you can adjust your hands and see which one feels the most natural, and then you need to stick to that particular posture itself. Squat and forward walking. Excellent exercise to improve your dynamic stability of the legs and also to strengthen them. So you start with the position for the squats. If you do not know at what position that you should be squatting in, there is a video for that in the channel. So start with taking the position for the squats. So for me, the feet is a little bit wider than the hip. The toes are turned outwards around 5 degrees. Now from here, I'm going to brace my core, hinge the hip back. I'm going to squat down to the full range possible first. So squat, keep your back upright. Try not to round your back like this. Keep the core engaged. Now from this position, you'll have to get up a little bit. Do not come up completely, just a little bit, so that you can get enough range to step forward like this, and then squat down again with the opposite leg. Now just walk forward. Now you can do this in the reverse manner as well. Full hand plank with a clock walk. Great exercise to improve your core stability and to strengthen your shoulder muscle groups. So you start with placing your hands shoulder width apart first. Okay, now step back and press your toes against the ground. You'll have to reduce the base of support, so you'll have to keep the toes as close to each other as you can. Now keep your body in a straight line. From this position, keep your core braced and place your hands over to the opposite side, and then bring the other one in. Repeat this. The leg stays where it is. Now you'll also have to do it in the opposite way. Slow and controlled movements. Reach and rise. Dynamic hamstring stretch. Great exercise to improve your flexibility of the hamstrings. So you start with placing your feet hip width apart, and then you take a small step forward, not too far away, just take a very small step forward and keep the leg against the heel, and the toe is lifted up. Both the knees are very slightly bent. Now from this position, all you have to do is just reach down towards your toes as far as you can. Do not force it too much. Make sure you're feeling the stretch in the hamstring, the part of the hamstring which is close to the knees. Okay, so you reach forward like this. Make sure you're getting a good stretch against the hamstrings. Now from this point, just come back up like this. Raise your hands up, face it towards the ceiling. Now rotate it back, reach forward again, and then repeat this motion. That's it. Wall supported airplanes. Great exercise to improve your hip dynamic stability, your balance, your core stability, and focus on strengthening your internal and external rotators of the hip. So here's how we do it. So you need to stand sideways against the wall like this. Get your shoulders to get in contact with the wall. Okay, the feet, there is some space between the feet and the wall. They are not fully close against it, but keep your shoulders in contact with the wall. Okay, now from here, what you're going to do is just bend forward like this. Bend forward, get your back somewhere close to a parallel position to the ground. Now keep your hands in contact with the wall. Okay, so right shoulder and the hand is in contact with the wall now. Now from this position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend my left leg up, bring it in a straight line with the upper back. Okay, now from this position, bring your left hand in, get it in contact with the right hand. Now from this position, what you are going to do is reach out this way, reach out, and you need to externally rotate from the hip. The movement is not happening from the shoulders, but I'm externally rotating it from the hip this way. So you're going to feel a good amount of stretch in the right inner hip if you do this right. Okay, so I will show it to you again. So shoulders are in contact with the wall, feet are hip width apart, bend forward, keep the right hand in contact with the wall, bring the left leg up, maintain it in a straight line with the upper body, bring the left hand in, get it in contact with the right hand. Now from this position, externally rotate from the hip, slowly go back down. The position of the opposite leg stays exactly like it is. Do not lower it, keep it up. 1, 2, 3. Eccentric focused stability squats. Great exercise to improve your dynamic stability in the eccentric phase of the squats. So this is how we do it. So take position for the regular squats. Feet are placed a little bit wider than the hip. Toes are turned outwards around 5 degrees. If you do not know what posture that you should be squatting in, there is a video for that in the channel. Now take position for the squats. Now from this point, you're going to focus on the bottom range and we are going to count to 3 on the way down. Okay, so brace the core, hinge the hip back on the way down, and 1, 2, 3, and you can come up fast. Okay, take a second to come back up, but keep it very controlled. That's it. Pull the hip, 1, 2, 3, and then come up. If you're unable to squat deep down like me, that's fine. You can work within your comfortable range of motion. If you want to do this with a dumbbell, you can hold the dumbbell up like this, keep your elbows closed, take position, and count to 3 on the way down. 1, 2, 3, up fast. 1, 2, 3, up fast. Static lunges with resistance band. Great exercise to strengthen your quads and glutes. So grab a resistance band, hold on to both ends of it. The palms are facing inwards, that's how you hold the grip. Now from here, I intend to step back with the left leg, so I'm going to place the right feet against it like this. Okay, make sure it is in the center and you have equal resistance on both the sides. Now from this point, I'm going to lift my hands up like this, increase the resistance, keep your elbows close to the body. The line is coming from the inner end. Now from this position, I'm going to take position for the lunges. Take a big step back. From here, the heel stays lifted up, the leg stays on the toes throughout the set. Keep your back upright, brace the core, do not allow the resistance to pull you forward. Okay, so you'll have to brace the core and maintain the spine in an upright position. Now from here, simultaneously bend both the knees, breathe in, go down, breathe out, and then slowly come back up. Repeat. Single arm tricep overhead extension with a resistance band. A great exercise which you can do it with a resistance band. So you start with stepping on one end of the resistance band like this, and the resistance has to come from behind the leg. Okay, so what you do is you'll have to step forward with the opposite leg like this. Okay, now this is going to make sure the line is coming from the back itself. Now I have stepped on it with the left leg, so I'm going to do a tricep extension with my right hand. Okay, so grab onto the other end of the resistance band and now bring the elbows up and get it behind your head. Okay, get it behind the head, and the line is held from the bottom part of the fist, though where your thumbs are facing. So that is where you hold it. Get it behind your head. Now from this position, keep your shoulder as stable as you can. Now rest of the movement is happening only from the elbows. Now from here, you just take the elbows down, flex them down completely, and then slowly extend them back up. That's it. Slow and controlled movements. You can breathe out on the way up, breathe in on the way back down. Here's how it looks from the back. External rotations with the elbow tucked in close to the body. Great exercise to strengthen your external rotator muscle groups of the shoulders. So here's how we do it. So one end of the resistance band, you need to hold it this way. Make sure the line is going in an inward direction. Now palms are facing inwards. Keep the elbows close to the body. This is the starting position. The elbows can be placed a little bit towards the front of the shoulders and keep it tucked in to the body. Now with the opposite hand, you can pull the resistance band out to create tension. Now you can adjust it as much as the resistance that you're looking for. Now from that position, allow the hand to move in and then slowly externally rotate it outwards. Now you can rotate it out as far as you are able to keep the elbows close to the body. As soon as it moves out, then that is going into the wrong posture. So you keep the elbows close and take it in and then slowly externally rotate it out in a very slow and controlled manner. Try not to lift your elbows off the body. Squat and press with the resistance band. Great exercise to isometrically strengthen the muscles of your legs and the shoulder muscle groups, along with a good amount of core activation. So you need a resistance band for this. Now hold on to both ends of the resistance band. You place both the leg against it and adjust your feet for the starting position of the squats. Now from here, you'll have to lift the resistance band up like this. Keep your elbows towards the front. This is the starting position for the shoulder press. Okay, so the line is coming from the inner end of the fist. The thumb is in that particular area. So that is the starting position. Now from here, hold a very tight grip against it. Squat down first. Hinge the hip back. Keep the core braced. This is going to pull you down. So resist it. Keep the core active. Maintain the spine as neutral as possible. Squat down. Once you reach the end range, maintain that position. Do a shoulder press and then come back up. Lateral squat walking. Great exercise to strengthen and improve the dynamic stability of the legs. So you start with placing your feet wider than the hip. You need to take the position for the squats. So feet are a little bit wider than the hip. The toes are turned outwards around 5 degrees. Now this is my right squat position. If you do not know how to squat perfectly, there is a video for that in the channel. Okay, so squat down first. Okay, squat down to the maximum as much as possible. Keep the core braced. Now from this position, all you have to do is step toward the sidelines. You need to get up a little bit. Do not come up completely. Get up a little bit, step toward the side and then squat down again. That's it. Kickstand, squat, walking. To do this exercise perfectly, first you should be knowing how to do a perfect kickstand squat. If you do not know how, there is a video for that in the channel. So you start with taking the starting position for the kickstand squats. So feet are hip width apart and then I'm going to take a very small step back. The leg in the back, the heel is lifted up. Now I'm going to brace my core simultaneously. Bend both the knees together and direct most of the weight onto the right leg. So this is how we do it. Hinge the hip, squat down to the maximum range possible. Now from this position, as I'm getting up, I'm going to step forward with the leg and then the opposite leg I'm going to lift the heel up and then repeat the kickstand squat with this side. Repeat. Now you can walk in reverse. The exact same order.